Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
He may try and run for this. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Lamar Jackson, 50 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Out to his left. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Fournette is in trouble, and he goes down to the end zone. 2 points, that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the Rams' 46-yard line.
Mike, 6 right there, 56. I'm coming.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Fournette. Room here to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
951. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Slam.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Shoot. 34's the Mike, 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Right side. Bravo. 36.
Now Jackson on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
36-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And finding the tight end Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that...
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, Los Angeles.
Key to tight end. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 26, check 26.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Throwing again. Wilson's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
You better be afraid of me.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up third and 4.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Running.
On third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. Buying time, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jackson to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be